Last year I went to the House of Commons and I was at the hearing on Afghanistan, and I was profoundly touched by it because, you know, the questions were, how much are we spending on defence, how much are we spending on equipment, how much are we spending on the soldiers. In a 2.5-hour hearing, there was not one question about what are we doing for the Afghanistanis, what are we doing to give them their own security. Yes, we were talking about transferring the security to their own forces, but we've got to talk about the people. If people have lived in a war zone for 30 years and what they're worried about is how do they eat today, how do they keep the electricity on, how do they send their kids to school and hope that they come home alive. These are fundamental questions about living in an unsafe area, living in a place where fear is the main constituent. I openly said to the chairman, you're getting the wrong answers, you're not getting any creative suggestions because you're asking the wrong questions. Just auditing how many of this you have and how much you've spent on that, that is not the solution. We need to put the people in the centre. We need to say, this is a group of people, what do we need to do for them to go beyond aid, beyond trade and into empowerment? Give them the tools to be sustainable themselves. Once we start shifting those questions, once we start putting the people first, then all the other resources can align around them. The finance, the equipment, the technology, the knowledge processes, all the things that they need to be green and sustainable. So that's what I'm asking for Afghanistan. I'm not surprised that the current report says that 60% are depressed. Wouldn't you be depressed living in a war zone like that? Having no security, having no peace, having not the ability to take care of yourself and your family. These are the things that we need to put first. When we put those first, all the other resources will just shift into alignment.